bird on a tree. I'm just sitting here.
This is Barb's.
I got
Is this new, Barb?
No.
You've had this for a while?
Oh, for me, it's new to me. We bought it last spring.
Wow. And
Shortly
that's
after we got back from the RTR.
right. And that's what you're going to travel in for a little bit?
Alone.
Alone.
When I
That's her
travel
alone travel rig.
Yep. And then we will travel in the fifth wheel when we go together.
Because they have a nice fifth wheel. It's right over here, isn't it?
Yeah, it's back out there.
Oh, yeah. See, they've got a nice fifth wheel right there. And so this is going to be Barb's, your single van.
What's that called? Lone?
Lone traveler.
Yeah.
All right, Barb is cooking us homemade farm. What is it?
Well, just mostly farm raised, and we're having chicken noodles from canned chicken soup, homemade egg noodles, my canned potatoes, homegrown carrots, not fresh, they're canned.
That's all right.
Oh, and homemade bread
Yum.
from my wheat that I ground to make flour.
Oh, and Barb's already given us each a loaf of bread, and we can't wait to taste that.
And this is our chamber pot.
Okay.
Yeah. We can't afford a 5-gallon bucket.
They're bucket poopers.
Yeah, we can't afford a 5-gallon, so we use that little thing. Be careful, don't fall down.
All right, we're going to go in here and see what Barb's got going on.
That was funny. Okay, I've already put actually 3 quarts of,
Yum, I can smell that like
and I think it's
instantly.
turkey.
Ooh, that looks yummy.
But I got to heat that up, and then I'll cook the noodles. And I hope this is enough potatoes, but if it's not, I got a whole bunch more. I got a whole bunch more. So that's my Tatler lid. And guys, this is all I do. We will have a full meal in about 15 minutes.
Yeah, if you go over to Barb's channel, she does a lot of canning. What else do you do on there? The canning, cooking?
Canning and dehydrating.
Dehydrating, that's what I was...
And,
yeah, that's what I was trying to think.
and then I chase the YouTube stars.
Well, you are a good friend of ours. You can chase us anytime. Yum.
And carrots out of last year's garden. And here's the egg noodles I made yesterday.
Fresh.
Yeah.
Fresh egg noodles.
Fresh.
Love that. Okay.
Okay, these are Tatler lids, and they're plastic, and then this rubber ring, and instead of those disposable metal ones,
yeah, right.
and these can be used over and over and over again. And if I remember correctly, they were invented or whatever in the Seattle area back in the 70s. Nobody told me.
No, they were holding secrets too from
so
you.
I've only had them for a few years.
Yeah, look at these. Yum. Those are fresh egg noodles.
Probably should get another thing of carrots. Do you guys like carrots?
Oh, I love fresh carrots. Yeah.
Well, now they're not fresh.
Well, that's okay.
They're
They've been
all canned.
They've been grown out of your garden.
And it was the best.
Yeah, I grew up on a tiny farm. Nothing like this. How many acres do you guys have?
Well, there's 120.
120. She says that so. I live on an acre and a half.
Yeah, but you know what? Your farm.
Yeah, look
Great.
at this.
God, I love yours.
Yeah. That is yummy. Yeah.
It's the best part about canning.
Yeah, you can just dump it all into pots and you're ready to
And all
go.
I have to do is throw those jars in the dishwasher and dishes are done.
Yeah, how long have you been canning for? Long time or?
Probably 40 years.
Wow. That's a long time. That's why you're so good at it. So the bread that you made us, you ground your own flour?
Yeah, our wheat, I got some of our wheat and I've got it in 5-gallon buckets, and so I'll see those buckets have dual purposes.
They do.
But I store it in 5-gallon buckets and then I bring it up when I'm ready. It's in the basement in the pantry.
So how do you just mill it or what?
I have
how do you?
a flour mill.
A power mill, and then
A flour mill,
a flour mill, and then do you just let it? You have to let it dry or anything? I've never even looked that up to see how you do
And
that.
to clean wheat, you just kind of hold it in the wind, and all the chaff and stuff blows off in the dirt. You don't wash any of that.
Wow, how neat!
Yeah.
Right on.
And I've made cornmeal through it, and rice flour, and So you make
Wow.
and bean flour. I've made bean flour.
Bean flour, that's interesting.
I had never heard of that until
Yeah.
I did it.
Wow, really cool.
It's
Yep,
okay.
she is the cook and the canner.
Okay.
That's close the doors around.
Yum.
Like that. That one up there is all metal. The one
See,
that
we
look here.
we like them thick.
Yep,
That's how our school used to serve them, thick over mashed potatoes.
Oh, yeah.
So, and we both went to the same school growing up. So
Yeah, my grandmother taught me how to make homemade noodles and
you roll them out by hand, or
Yeah.
do you have a machine?
nope, roll them out by hand.
Let me
And cut
tell you,
'em.
get a machine.
We like them really thick and wide.
Yeah, this machine doesn't do them wide, but you can. I made these a little thinner than I normally do.
Oh, it looks really yummy.
Should I put the rest of these in there?
Yeah.
Okay. That's why I made them all.
Listen to me, yeah.
No, I'm glad because I can always add more water or more chicken broth.
That's the one thing I have not cooked in the camper that I do miss is homemade noodles, which I could do that, and I might do that.
Oh man, that's
Yeah,
gonna be hard
yummy.
to make those. So we're going to eat buffet style.
That's fine.
Here's your Budweiser.
Oh, my Budweiser. I'm not even showing you guys.
You do it in this part of the world, and if you want a bowl, let me know. It's mashed potatoes with the noodles over the top.
Yum.
They do it in Carolina, South Carolina.
They have,
Okay,
yeah. They
so
actually
noodles
have, I
and
forget
then
what it's
potatoes
called,
on
but
top,
they
yeah.
do,
Chicken.
I forget what they make
homemade
something and then they
Oh,
bake the mashed
awesome.
potatoes on top of it.
Oh,
It's something like some kind of pie.
yum.
You didn't make a pie, did you?
No, I was gonna bake a cake, but Terry's a professional cake decorator.
Barb told me
And
she
there
was
is no way.
gonna make a cake,
She made
except
me a
that
peanut butter pie
I should have made you a
last
cake.
week.
Oh,
Peanut butter pie.
Peanut butter pie, I put
Yeah.
on about 30 pounds.
And I don't even put frosting on my cake because I can't make frosting.
Oh, I'm gonna have to come and stay longer with you.
Well,
I'll show you how to do
What I'm
it.
doing wrong.
You gotta do a cream cheese frosty. Yeah.
Okay, that can be done.
What's that
Okay,
stuff
so
you,
we are, ooh, look at
don't wanna make
Scotty.
on
Yummy, yummy,
Friday
yummy.
today?
Yum.
That's,
Now that
Oh,
looks
that's different.
yummy.
Oh, why didn't I slice it?
Mine looks better than Aja's.
Fried egg, bologna, and cheese sandwich.
He would love it. He would love it.
what did you make the other day with?
It was just. Did you guys growing up? My God, we're old, quite a bit older than all of you. But in
Not
our
much.
school, if they had bologna with fried bologna or baked bologna with a dollop of mashed potatoes and then cheese on top.
No.
And they used to serve that in school all the time. But this would have been back in the 60s when we had that.
Oh, this is so good.
All right, Barb's gonna bring us into her pantry area
Into
where
my
she.
pantry,
Yeah.
and it's really not really full right now because I didn't have a garden, but we
Now-
called it prepping for retirement. And I'd like to point this out to you. That is all toilet paper.
All of it.
But that's nothing because there's another big stack in another room.
Now, why did you do that?
Well, because I thought when we were retired, we wouldn't be able to even afford toilet paper anymore. So we kind of panicked and stocked up on everything.
That's a lot of toilet
And,
paper.
And like I said, there's twice that much in there, in the other room. But these are just foods that I can.
Yeah, you want to show us a few
And
of them?
one thing that I do, and anybody that watches my channel knows this about me, when I can, if I don't have a full canner, I will can. These are black beans, and these are pinto beans, and it's so handy if you want to make like ham and beans or whatever, the beans are ready. And so they're so simple, and these are dry beans.
Oh, wow.
You just,
okay.
you know, like dry pinto beans, dry black beans, whatever. And I don't remember the ratio right now. I think it's half a cup of beans, fill it to the top with water and can it. And while it's in the pressure canner, it cooks your beans.
Okay.
So you can eat them right out of the jar.
Right.
But,
Wow.
and as you can see, I panicked on Ziploc bags. We have a few trash bags, but we're good to go. Thanksgiving, whenever I make a turkey, and I always buy a great big one, and then I can up, this one's chicken soup, and I've got turkey soup.
Okay, and turkey soup was the one we had last
We
night.
had turkey
which
last
was,
night.
I
Yeah.
mean, it was fabulous.
And then I recently did a video on my beef stew.
Oh, yeah.
And you know, that is so nice. Open it up, heat it up.
Yep, so if you guys want to see some of Barb's canning, go on over to her channel. And once again, it's The Old Farmer's Wife, and it's all one word.
All lowercase.
All lowercase.
So you want to tell me a little bit about your bacon?
Yes.
I find that really interesting.
Yes, I did a video on canning sausage and bacon, and this is my canned bacon. And like I said, you can go to my channel and see how I did it. But this is so handy when you're camping. This is shelf stable.
Right.
This will be actually good for several years, but it won't last that long around here. And instead of making that big mess in your RV or your camper or your van, whatever, you just take this out, put it in the skillet, warm it up a little bit. Another thing that I like is, if you'll notice the really white, that's good lard that you can use if you want the bacon grease.
Right.
Or you know, a lot of people like to cook their eggs in bacon grease. And then I also do sausage. Now these are sausage patties, and I did some jars of just like loose sausage, and this morning we had sausage gravy and biscuits for breakfast.
Yeah, that was so
But
yummy.
this fat ring, I want to point that out, and I explain that on my channel as well, but it's not a thick fat ring all the way across. It's just around the edge, and you can easily scoop that out if you don't want it.
Oh, okay.
And you know, if you're going to make gravy, it's nice to have that in there.
Right.
But it's so much easier. It's so
Yeah.
nice, and it's shelf stable.
Yeah, she's even got some
Oh, I did
links
some
back
summer
there.
sausage.
Yum.
Yeah.
Wow, very cool. You want to show me what you were talking about, your lard,
lard,
what you were doing
yes.
about lard.
Okay, the other day on my channel, or here a while back, I did rendering lard. And I did one of these bags, and this is the pork fat. I get this from a friend, so I know where they're from, and he tries to do as organic as he can. So
And that's kind of the whole point of why you do that, so
I
you have
do
all
this
organic.
right. As much organic as we can. I
Right.
know where it's from. There's no chemicals. You know, we raise most of our food, from the meat to fruits and vegetables. Well, we don't raise much fruit though.
Right.
But we have
But
some
you will
orchards.
go and get some kind of like the cranberries
Yes, okay,
there, right?
talk about freaking out. We went to Wisconsin last year and showed up at the Cranberry Festival, and they were selling cranberries. This is just a little tiny sampling of my cranberries because I bought 15 pounds of fresh cranberries.
And your refrigerator and freezer were packed, weren't
And
they?
yes, I had to put it in the refrigerator, in the RV, and bring it all the way home. So like 2 weeks later. But
So-
I have dehydrated cranberries now. I have whole frozen cranberries. I have cranberry sauce. I've made cranberry bread. You name it, we've got it.
Well, you'll have toilet paper and cranberries for
There
the
we
rest
go.
of your life.
There we go.
You're all
we can
good.
live on toilet paper, cranberries, and have all that toilet paper.
What you doing? I'm ready for the snakes. I've got my winter boots on. Yep. What you think, huh?
I think he thinks that's
Yeah,
real rabbit.
I
He's
think
going to
he
eat it.
does. We're gonna go take a look out on the farm a little bit, and I thought I better put my my boots on since there's rattlesnakes out there, or whatever that snake was.
Let's pray they're not.
Barb is just as afraid of snakes as me. So, all right, let's go out and see the farm a little bit. Don't get bit by that, Max. Oh
that's a baby
my
one.
gosh.
Bull snake, I think.
Max's daughter called, and she had a snake in her yard. Oh my goodness.
Ain't he a cute little thing?
No, Max, that is not cute.
Oh, it's not a rattlesnake
It's a
then.
bull snake.
Holy cow.
He isn't a happy little
Oh,
camper.
you guys all know how freaked out I am right now.
he's all
I'm
muscle.
shaking.
Holy moly.
Max, here, let's. Don't get too close to me, though.
Say smile.
Oh my
Say
goodness
cheese.
sakes, I am
They
just
eat the rats and
shaking.
everything, right?
So they're good to have around.
No, they're not.
Oh, you guys, that just freaks me out. Like, I can't, my legs are shaking. Wow.
He's got a grip. He does. Oh, man. He's tight.
You're gonna go put him in the field, right?
Yeah. I'm going to take him back over to Ricky.
No, you're not.
That's my daughter, Ricky.
Hi, Ricky. Say hello to everybody.
Take him out here and turn him loose at the haystack.
Oh, you guys, my hands are just shaking trying to hang on to the camera. You know how afraid I am of those things.
Pasture. And Max and our son pulled it in and worked on it and got it running.
Oh, wow.
And they haul stuff to the county dump in it.
Can you pull the hood up?
I don't know.
Watch it, there might be a snake in there.
There probably is.
You think there might
Or a
be
rat.
one?
No, probably a rat.
Oh, there's a bee's nest.
Where?
No, mud daubers.
Mud daubers.
Look at that. The old
Look
six-cylinder.
at all the mud daubers.
235 probably.
Break them off.
Is that thing so stuck? It's
Little mud daubers.
They don't.
Dang.
They won't hurt
look at that. It's almost
Yeah.
the same year they have inside in the garage, in the barn. Little half ton.
Very
This one's
cool.
a big one. Cool.
you. Normally, this is where the cows come in the winter.
Inside there?
And yeah, and they pin them up, and that's where they have their baby calves.
Oh.
But there's so many weeds in there now, but they'll be gone as soon as the cow
Comes back.
I did a bringing home the cows on my channel last year, or no, the year before. I don't know when I did it.
Is that your tractor sitting way out there then?
No, it's the guy that's renting the place.
Oh, okay.
Okay, he brought that damn snake down here somewhere.
Well, he's probably
bleep
long
that out.
gone. He's probably long gone.
Oh, there's Max's.
I hope.
Oh, okay.
He sits it out there in the field.
Oh, Max has a target practice here.
It holds water or whatever from
No,
the
that's
field, right?
propane. No, he filled it at one time because we have a propane tractor.
Oh, okay.
And
yeah,
I didn't
inside-
want him, he was always using it out of our house propane.
Barb, what is this big piece of machinery?
It's a hay grinder.
Hay
He takes
grinder.
those great big round hay bales and put them in there and it grinds them up.
So they're just not nibbling off a big old bale.
Yeah, and they
Oh.
over pasture.
Yeah, there's the inside of it. So it just comes in, grinds it up, I guess, right?
Yep, and then puts it out the chute.
Wow. It's really big.
It's as big as those big rolls.
Big old feed bumps out there.
Yeah.
Before we had a tornado that destroyed a shed, and so my son took some of that tin. You can see the building there. I'd like to go inside. And he also took like tree branches, tree limbs, and stacked them like a log cabin and then mixed mud and straw and
Oh.
put it, and it's really cool. Things were disappearing, but this mother had no idea what was going on. They even had to have a wood burning stove in there.
Oh, wow.
So they all come
They-
down here and hang out.
Hang out in the little shed.
But the weeds are too big and I'm not walking in there because of the snakes.
Yeah. Because they definitely are still around.
Yeah.
Oh, the sun feels so nice.
Well, that's why the snakes are still here.
Cable.
Okay, we're walking back here. We walked through the snake pit area, which
I don't know if there's really snakes in there. Woo, it's windy out here. So is it always windy in Kansas?
Yes. Oh, the whole east wall caved in.
Uh-oh.
It's cool though.
The trees.
This is what Barb's son and all the kids are just your son.
Well, him and all of his buddies.
Oh.
But this used to be all, see how he mixed mud and straw?
Oh,
And
yeah.
he tied these together and then he used the trees. And then
Yeah, it's
I have that old Singer sewing machine. No, it's a white sewing machine.
and they took that too.
And it, but I would see smoke and they were down here. It was all closed in. They had one window. And they could hunt deer out that window.
Okay, I'm going in here. So Barb's kids made this.
Right now the floor looks good. I don't
Her
think
old
there's anything in
Singer, bottom of her Singer sewing machine. And they had a fire pit over
A
here.
reclining chair.
there. Isn't that nice? And then they had
So
all
that
those,
went missing from your house as
but
well,
look at
huh?
all that dirt piled up. That's from that pack rat.
Yeah, she's got pack rats. Yeah. Well, they're far enough away from your homes. Ooh.
Oh. Don't
noise.
freak it out. There used to be a deer
Like I
stand.
said, Barb is as afraid of snakes as I am, so.
And see, then the kids, there's an old picnic table over there. The kids and I used to come down, and I would dig a pit, and we'd have a fire, and then we'd cook Dutch oven
Oh, right
and bury
on.
that, and I'd have meals in there.
Oh, what fun memories.
Look at that tree fell.
Bart, you're gonna have to bring the chainsaw down here and cut.
I was gonna say, there's firewood now.
Wow, it is so windy.
Yeah.
Sorry guys, it's really windy out here, but that little lake down there, pond, whatever you want to call it, is because they've got a beaver and he's dammed up somewhere along there.
It's
Created
from the
that.
Crooked Creek,
Crooked Creek.
and Crooked Creek sometimes is just a little bitty stream, but the beavers have built that up. Wow, I haven't been down here in a long time.
She didn't know she had her own personal lake.
No, I didn't. And I think there's fish. I
Very
know
cool.
there's fish in it.
Very neat.
It's pretty loud.
It's okay.
What are you gonna shoot?
How about the water?
Okay. Oh, there you
Max
go.
has got his pistol. Oh, yeah, that is loud. Holy cow.
Now, see if yours makes that much. Oh,
Oh, he's got a BB gun.
well, that's what I need. It's
It's a
something that
BB
I can
gun.
handle.
You're packing heat.
No, it's
No,
it's a BB
gun.
It's
As
his,
I said.
I was wanting to get you.
I know.
that's his little toy.
No, what I'm impressed
He
with
doesn't
is those
bring
big
out the
kites.
big toy.
the kites.
Barb.
No.
Okay, we'll see you at
The van
the
bill.
van build.
Thank you so much.
Mwah.
Oh, thank you for coming. It's been
See
so
you
much
sometime
fun.
in
Oh,
February.
absolutely.
Okay.
We will see you there. We will
And you
see
come back another time and I'll cook for you some more and you can bake
I'll
the
cook.
cake.
Okay,
I
I
love
will
it.
bake. I
Max,
will
thank
bake.
you, sir.
Hey, it was good.
I'm
Glad you
wonderful.
give me some expertise on. I was left a
I see them going there. I was going to take them home.
expertise
Thank you
on
guys
my
for your-
motorboat.
Oh, yep.
Unfortunately, it's always not the news people want to hear. Oh, it might not work and everything.
Thank you guys for your hospitality.
Thank you so very much.
It's been wonderful. I had a great time.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we're gonna miss you. We wish you were coming with us to the
But we're
van
coming in
build, but
February.
I know.
Oh,
Both of
perfect.
us.
Well,
Are you
we-
going to be gone by then?
Oh, I don't
Who
know.
knows where we'll be?
We'll be
Well, I
somewhere.
hope you're around that Arizona.
We'll try to.
California, Nevada.
Otherwise, we'd bring them.
I know. Okay.
She's got to have time away from this, so she'll miss me.
And you
Yeah,
left
for
him with
10
the bread
minutes.
because you gave us the good baked bread.
Yeah, I forgot to tell you. I accidentally made a double batch. I poured in too much water, and I'm like, well, we're having 15 loaves of bread.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were
I
excited
had some
about
last
that.
night. You're like,
Yeah.
Good. All
All
right,
right.
guys. Well,
Okay.
thank
We are
you.
getting on the
Fire us
road.
up
This
then.
was really fun to be here with Barb and Max, and just very sweet people to come and visit. We're definitely going to see Barb at the van build and RTR, and then we'll see Max down the road too. So anyways, we're getting on the road. It's going to find something fun to do. So we'll see you guys on the road. So why are they making that kind of noise? So they're doing that because one of them sounds wounded. Is that how they get other animals to come to them?
They're just probably, like Max said, one or two can sound like a dozen. They're just talking.